Hello everyone and now welcome to a 2v2 matchup. Dark and Ember going up against what OkeyR? Okay and JarAsH. Don't quite know how to say all of the names. Let's go ahead and just dive on into the game though. Gonna go ahead and turn on ally colors, makes it a little bit easier to read as Dark and Ember are spawning as the red players over here on the south side of the map. Meanwhile, OK and JarAsH are spawning as the teal players. Ignore the colors on the top left. That will just, well, confuse you more. All right, this map is Synergy, a map where you and your partner actually spawn very close to each other. And based on this spawning location right here, you are able to, well, have a common defense. Always very, very useful to have a common defense. And well, your SimCity, how you build and lay out all of your buildings is just that much more important, as you don't want units easily running into your base. Alright, it looks as though it's going to be Farseer Headhunters coming across from the Orc player. Meanwhile, Archmage getting trained up by the human. Going up here, we are looking at Dark opening up with Farseer Headhunters as well. There was a bit of, actually no, not that big of a delay. Thought there was a delay on the Farseer for a second. No, hello, call, thank you for the follow as things are getting well underway. All right, Cryptlord going to be coming across from Ember. Dark opening up with Farseer. So it looks like it is going to be Cryptlord with perhaps ghouls going for that go wide strategy, to open things up with a lot of units just swarming all over the place. Good morning, Metaphysics, as well. We are turning into that 2-minute mark. And wow, it's been so long since I haven't had to fast forward through the first 2 minutes of a match that well, I forget how much downtime there is during the early stages of any game. Archmage gonna come across here, try and go after this Null Warden creep camp first, deal damage to it, gets the purge, and then summons the Water Elemental. For any of you guys out there who are wondering how come your Water Elemental constantly gets purged, well, know that the Null Wardens are going to be purging, and you want to attack it with another unit first, thereby pulling that aggro. All of these small nuances and intricacies in WarCraft 3. Coming back around, we're looking at, well, the teal orc trying to harass the red orc. Both sides just, well, pretty much doing a yin and yang maneuver there as the wolves and the hero launching quite a few attacks. Yo, what up? Nothing, not much, just enjoying my midlife crisis, I guess. As the Farseer now looking to double back around. AZ out of DreamHack before EI. Thoughts? Well, I will be surprised if we see a lot of matchups on EI. But those are my thoughts, to be honest. As we're looking at the Cryptlord and the Farseer now making their way out. I believe if vetoes are allowed, that, well, an Echo Eye, unless it's like Echo Isle 2.0, then I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to see some matchups there, as we're looking at the units making their way off to the north. All right, Ember looking to perhaps set up an expansion over here on the top left-hand side of the map. Ghouls are getting in quite a bit of damage, absorbing quite a bit of damage. Farseer wants to add in a bit of damage too, but unable to capitalize on any of those lower hit point units. Archmage now coming in from the far side as well. We see Water Elemental being dropped in, and now this is going to be a bit of harassment here. Can the Ogre Mauler end up getting taken down, as there are so many skeletal minions and headhunters already currently in play? All right, more units coming in from the north here. Forest Troll, High Priest, and Null Assassin still fighting their way back here, as well the creeps could eventually get taken down, but not enough damage being absorbed by Ember and Dark's heroes. All right, units are getting taken down here. Level 2 now onto that Cryptlord. Archmage does have level 2, trying to go for level 3, has a Ring of Regeneration, but hasn't given it to the Farseer either, as the Farseer now being forced to retreat back as he is low on hit points. Archmage giving that Ring of Regeneration and passing it off. That would be next level teamwork play to realize that your partner is having a little bit of problems on hit points and needs a little bit of healing as well. All right, more damage going down. Archmage turning back around. Water Elemental's a little bit slow on the uptake, trying to get through there, as we're looking at a little bit more damage added and summoning of additional wolves now coming across. And now the Archmage is in trouble. He gets up to level 3. Now, is he going to be able to drop down additional units? Archmage down to 200 hit points, and could end up getting taken down as the Cryptlord gets taken out, and the Archmage able to use the Scroll of Town Portal to get away. And now a little bit of a favorable matchup here. Unfortunately, well, all of these ghouls, all of these, well, undead units, they are not going to be able to get back easily, as the Cryptlord has fallen at level 2. Level 2 now on the on the Farseer as both sides fighting things up. Archmage trying to perhaps pick up a healing salve in order to join back in on the fight. That Ring of Regeneration should be doing quite a bit of work as the Archmage now launching some attacks as well. All right, Spirit Wolves could get taken down. Level 2 on that Farseer going up against level 1, but the sheer sizes of the army is going to be the difference there as the Archmage is able to get in quite a bit of heals and should try and go for a heal on his own partner here and when the opportunity becomes available. All right, Scrolls of Regeneration. Footman now trying to join back in on the fight. Archmage has plenty of heals to go for. Why isn't he trying to heal up his partner? I do not know, as the Rifleman now absorbing a little bit too much damage. All right, Rifleman now trying to back away. New Tauren Chieftain joining now in onto the battle. Farseer, well, healing has already come to an end. Did not ever have a healing salve. And somehow, well, damage on the Farseer not really translating to very much, and it really felt like Dark and Ember really tried to push that attack a little bit longer than they needed to, perhaps to try and convert this expansion. The Haunted Gold Mine is already up and running. A 5th Acolyte will be joining there. Ziggurats are added in as well, and that was all part of the plan and the strategy to try and set up the expansion. All right, we do have Arcane Sanctum's Barracks. No sign of a second hero for the human player. Meanwhile, looking at the Orc, Teal Orc is going for Farseer and the Tauren Chieftain. Meanwhile, Farseer trying to do a little bit of creeping as we're looking at the Crypt Lord now back onto the battlefield. Any additional heroes? No, not that I see as of yet, as the units are now backing away. And now, what is this? A Fire Lord. So Fire Lord is the second hero coming in from the human player here as the Fire Lord does have Brilliant Aura, gets impaled temporarily and is now back out here ready for action. Chain Lightning bouncing around onto the far side. Fire Lord, and what is its ability? It is those lava spawns, but the lava spawns may be a little bit late as the Fire Lord is, well, pretty much a glass cannon here. He needs to summon up some additional units as the lava spawns could get in a lot more splitting. Now the Tauren Chieftain is out here on the battlefield. Tauren Chieftain of Teal could also try to get some additional endurance aura to increase the attack speed on these lava spawns, allowing them to split that much faster. There's a big stomp right there. There's a shockwave as the Tauren Chieftain falls at level 1. Red Tauren Chieftain falls. Teal's Tauren Chieftain still alive and well, halfway to level 2, as the Fire Lord has plenty of mana with the help from that Archmage and level 1 Brilliance Aura. Or I believe it's level 1. Yeah, level 1 Brilliance Aura. All right, the Rubian Tower already done. Spirit Tower coming in right behind. Headhunters trying to continue this push. Lava Spawn should really be trying to get some damage onto some units instead of just damage onto buildings, as there's no real easy way to split if it's trying to deal damage against those buildings. All right, Lava Spawn continuing those attacks right there. There's a giant stomp going across multiple units as the Tauren Chieftain looks to back up once more. Farseer could be in trouble. Farseer down to 19, down to 12, down to, well, Scroll of Town Portal as it quickly gets away, and the units will all need to retreat back. One Lava Spawn not getting the memo, wondering where all of his friends went. Well, he's going to die in a pool of water and, well, disappear into nothing. Back off to the north here, Archmage, you remember, did use the Scroll of Town Portal earlier, has not picked up a new one. So pretty much this is what they're going to be trying to push in here. Meanwhile, Skeletal Minions are just feeding a lot of the experience here, as the Fire Lord may easily get up to level 2. Footmen do have Defend. They're reflecting quite a bit of damage back as well, while reducing the amount of damage they are taking as the Fire Lord gets up to level 2. All right, Cloak of Shadows, Tauren Chieftain now with that Endurance Aura as well. Are they going to be pushing on forward? All right, supply, 42 supply, 38 supply, going up against 33 supply and 38. So Teal still with the advantage there, even though Red has the additional economy. Their army is going to be significantly less, as more of that supply is caught up in, well, all of these workers and infrastructure. Archmage will be getting to level 4 here, picking up a Scroll of Healing. Oh, I believe that's a Watcher rune. Yeah, Watcher Ward right there. Fire Lord perhaps going to be trying to pick up some additional items as well. Picks up a Tome of Strength +2. And where are these units perhaps going to be traveling off next? JarAsH and OkeyR. Actually in a much better spot here. Tauren Chieftain should be getting very close to level 3. Fire Lord trying to get closer to level 3 as well. Gonna be a little bit shy. Actually, no, right on the pretty much on the money. After clearing off that level 5 creep camp right there, picking up Claws of Attack should have level 2 Lava Spawns, and with level 2 Brilliance Aura, this is exactly the combination to try and push back this attack once more. Ziggurat quickly going to get taken down here, and now in comes Lava Spawns. Are they the stronger variety? I don't believe so, at least not quite yet. Berserkers have not been upgraded. We are still only at Stronghill trying to upgrade the Fortress as one tower now down. Ember looking to try and hold on to this. There's a Scroll of Town portal to get across their Fountain of Health. Going to teleport units all the way back home. Does bring in some healing wards as well. Voodoo Lounge not yet done. Healing ward now placed down for that Crypt Lord to regenerate some big hit points, and that is going to be perhaps the saving grace here as the Water Elemental starting to get purged and may start to feed experience into Dark and Ember. Both sides are still fighting it out here. Level 3 now onto that Tauren Chieftain of Teal comes in with a stomp as now the level 3 Tauren Chieftain trying to back away. Both sides fighting around. Chain Lightning bouncing around here. Big stomps coming across there and an Impale as we see, well, the Teal Tauren Chieftain taking quite a bit of damage with a potion of invulnerability, at least for now, using a Scroll of Healing. Another Impale coming across the other side. So stuns galore, another Scroll of Healing, and Shockwave coming back on the other side as well as the units are trying to retreat. These Headhunters are not yet Berserkers. Scroll of Speed are trying to retreat, and they will be able to do exactly that as Chain Lightning bounces around multiple targets as the units all try and flee to retreat back home. All right, Berserker upgrades, additional hit points have become available as the Archmage and Firelord level 4, level 3 do have an expansion up here, but no real towers to try and defend this location either. 49 supply and 36 supply going up against 46 supply and 43. So Dark and Ember have come back to take over the population lead, even though things have started to even up in terms of economy. All right, total gold. Oh, Tome of Retraining, Archmage now perhaps going to be transitioning into Blizzard. Blizzard to rain down destruction. Tauren Chieftain having a potion of invulnerability and a potion of mana could spell quite a bit of problems. The Tauren Chieftain, well, with Cloak of Shadows just simply hiding right there, trying to back away, and now Firelord getting ready and into position. Here we are going straight off into engagement. Purge from those Shaman, pretty much shutting all that down as Blizzard now rains across, Impale onto the Archmage. And this is just a beautiful play by Dark and Ember to find exactly how to counter their opponent. Okay, quickly sniping down that healing ward, representing so much damage as a Tauren Chieftain. Well, needs to run around. There goes a stomp right there, trying to retreat back once again, and he is going to end up getting taken down. Level 4 now onto that Crypt Lord as the Crypt Lord is absorbing quite a bit too much damage as well. Blizzard, however, causing a lot of problems. A bunch of low hit point units now being forced to retreat and flee as there goes one Crypt Fiend. But look at the damage taken on this army right here and how they were all able to escape. One or two more waves of Blizzard would have been a completely catastrophic move there, as now Dark is trying to retreat back. Dark actually taking a lot more damage, not having a Scroll of Town portal, having the Scroll of Town portal, not using it. And that, well, could have been the problem there. No healing ward available any longer. And without that healing ward, well, gonna have a harder time trying to get back up. Was there a Ritual Dagger used? It looks like a Ritual Dagger. Ritual Dagger was used. No. Yep, regeneration, Ritual Dagger, or is that Healing Salve? Anyways, coming back across here, quite a bit of damage. Impale, Firelord in that frontline spot, taking and absorbing quite too much damage. Now trying to retreat back as a lot more damage is being absorbed here. All right, Headhunt or Berserkers trying to push their way in. There's Blizzard raining down, but another quick Impale, and that tech change to try and get around Purge from all of those Shamans have turned around rather poorly. Crypt Lord down to 55 hit points. Blizzard was raining down on him, but he was able to teleport away safely. But, well, how safe is it now that his expansion is completely exposed as they need to regroup and regather themselves? Quick Hex goes down onto the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain down to 200 some odd hit points. Needs to make their way back. Riflemen trying to finish off the Spirit Tower, perhaps actually get some damage down on this expansion and shut it down to win the game economically, as the Headhunters are, well, trying to run in and out of position here. Bloodlust trying to fight their way through. Shockwave making short work as the sudden appearance of that Shadowhunter with Hex has really closed things up here as the units are running and retreating back once more. All right, there goes a stomp going down. Dark is going to be able to retreat back. There goes a little bit of damage. Soulburn taking a little bit of damage over time, but it looks like it will be able to retreat and ignore all of that little bit of bonus damage. That Soulburn also does a bit of silence as well. No Tauren Chieftain stun there as the Impale comes across, Tauren Chieftain trying to get back into that frontline spot here as the Fire Lord is low on mana, but look at these lava spawns just running amok all across here. They should be rejoining in on the battle. Not quite sure why that one in the back isn't joining in on the fight here. Blizzard now raining down. Cryptmean's going to get taken down. There goes an Impale. Misses the Archmage though, so the Blizzard still raining down across all of those locations here as units are continuing to battle it up. No more lava spawns. That lava spawn gonna, well, pretty much after the split, not gonna get much there. Tauren Chieftain does get taken down. Level 4 now on that Fire Lord. Level 2 Soulburn perhaps on the table, as well as another Impale comes across from Ember. Use of Potion of Mana. All right, Scroll of Healing trying to be, or used right there as the Crippler trying to retreat back. That Soul Burn, try to get those silences is actually going to be the key if to stop any of those Impales or any of those critical stuns, chain lightnings, anything of that nature, as both sides are still fighting away. There goes another Impale once more. Archmage, however, not getting impaled and really benefiting here as the units are trying to retreat and regroup once more. All right, Fire Lord down to 32 hit points. Looks like it is going to be able to escape at 19. No, is it going to be able to escape down to 22, 23 hit points? It is trying to run away, and it is going around the corner, and it looks like it will be able to escape right then and there. No healing salve available on that Farseer for any additional healing, as well. Archmage is going to be in trouble. Archmage, level 5 Archmage, going to end up getting taken down, and there it goes. All right, a big back and forth, saving a level 4 Fire Lord, but losing the level 5 Archmage. Healing salve, additional healing is absolutely necessary at this point and stage in the game. Both sides are going to be fighting their way through as we're looking at the Destroyer now making their way around as well. Archmage resurrected at the tavern, already back in play here. Meanwhile, Fire Lord is wondering where a priest, when a priest is going to start to try and heal him up. He really needs a priest to get some additional, well, get back into that fight. All right, 2 priests along the backside there. A little bit of miscontrol coming in from the Teal human army as they look like they're ready to push out once more. 110 supply for one side, going up against 100 supply on the other. Ember and Dark in a little bit of trouble, having a lot of acolytes here, and the main bases still have a decent amount of mining left. All right, Fountain of Health could perhaps be a good position to try and heal up at. The bottom right hand side has already been healed up, so Dark and Ember have access to that and are now going after the Dragon Turtle over here on the right hand side of the map. All right, a bit of damage coming across here. There you go. That Dragon Turtle chaos damage adds up very quickly. Gargantuan Sea Turtles as well. Additional Spirit Wolves are down, trying to clear up a difficult creep camp. Meanwhile, off to the other side here, we're seeing pretty much the same thing as the Archmage should be dropping in some water elementals to try. Oh, no, it doesn't have water elementals, excuse me. Dropping in some lava spawns. Archmage only has Blizzard at this point, as the Priest really should be in this frontline spot as well. Both sides trying to get in some additional experience, level 4, level 3 on those units only, as the Farseer, what, Death Knight? What item was dropped? All right, Hood of Cunning, +5 agility and +5 intelligence. Not necessarily the right item combination that they were looking for, as we do see a Rune of Healing being left here. Firelord continuing to fight Soulburn. Look at that massive drop off in damage, -37. Priest is actually too close to the action and easily gets taken down by its own friendly Blizzard. Archmage also taking experience away from the Firelord as well, as that Firelord stays at level 4. All right. There are peasants and, well, units all across the map to try and keep track of where your opponent is. Meanwhile, top right-hand side, War Golem going to get taken out. Farseer sitting at level 4. Tauren Chieftain should be able to get to level 5 after this Lightning Revenant and War Golem are taken down. All right, last War Golem, a little bit of damage more. Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 4 for that level 2 Endurance Aura. Yeah, need a Kodo. That is definitely a case. Having one Kodo makes a very, very big difference for an army of this size, being able to give additional damage bonus across all of those units. And there's that Kodo now out on the battlefield with a 20% damage bonus. Meanwhile, Shaman off to the side here. Not quite sure why they're not joining in on the battle either. Here we are, Firelord sitting at level 4, Archmage sitting at level 5. We're looking at 62 supply compared to 58, about 120 supply going up against 140. Dark and Ember have taken the supply lead back, and the question is it enough? As the Archmage Fire Lord, Farseer, Tauren Chieftain lead the way going up against the Death Knight, the Crypt Lord, Death Knight Lich, Farseer, Tauren Chieftain, and Shadow Hunter. Bottom left-hand side, last couple of units left. The War Golem finally saying, yes, there's something for me to attack. But, well, the rest of the army is already here. And, well, things are going to get finished off rather easily. Lich makes its way over to try and gain a little bit of experience as well. And will do exactly that. Tauren Chieftain sitting at 4. Lich getting closer to level 2. Main fight happening over here. Blizzard raining down. Tauren Chieftain now with a Cloak of Flames, able to deal in some nice damage just by standing too close after that stomp, as the Tauren Chieftain could try to dive on him here. Doesn't have a potion of invulnerability, only with with their normal potion of healing for 250 hit points. Tauren Chieftain comes in with the stomp right there and fighting its way back through. All right, continuing the fighting back around Inner Fire. There goes a quick Hex as well. Tauren Chieftain has quite a bit of problems. Potion of healing already used there. So much damage as stomps are going down and across. Such a large battle. Tauren Chieftain falls at level 4 as the Chain Lightning still bouncing around in this location here. Blizzard trying to rain down, trying to destroy multiple units as the Archmage now tries to retreat back. Once again, the sheer number of units coming in from Dark and Ember simply overflowing and crashing through the front door here, easily overwhelming OkeyR and JarAsH as they're trying to retreat back, and that is gonna be the GG. That final build-up, final battle, building up into a quiet storm, building up into a violent swarm and storm right there as Ember and Dark take the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.